Today we're going to talk about how to find the end time when the start time and the elapsed time is given. To do that, you basically just add the elapsed time onto the start time. So first we'll mark down our start time minutes on our clock. It's 05 is our start time minutes. I'll mark those down right there with the S. And I also want to label that time right there, 8:05. Now I'm going to add on the elapsed time, 45 minutes, and since I'm adding the time on, I'm going to travel around clockwise. So 45 minutes, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And that is my end time. Now the last step, I'll go back and I'll go by the 5 minutes to figure out what the end time is. So I'm starting at 8:05, counting by fives the 45 minutes to the end time. 8:05, 8:10, 8:15, 8:20, 8:25, 8:30, 8:35, 8:40, 8:45. So my end time is 8:45, and I'm still in the AM. Same thing with this next problem. Let's say elapsed time 35 minutes. I'm going to find the end time using the start time and the elapsed time. I'm going to add the elapsed time on to my start time. So I will start by marking down my start time minutes at 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. There's my start time, which was 11:25, and I'm going to add my elapsed time minutes on there, 35 minutes. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and that is now my end time. And the last thing I do is I go back to my start and I count by fives to get to my end. So 11:25, 11:30, 11:35, 11:40, 11:45, 11:50, 11:55, and 12 o'clock. So I am landing on right on 12 o'clock noon, which is the start of 12 p.m. And our last one here is a little bit more difficult, but we still do everything the same exact way. It's more difficult because I don't just have numbers that end in divisibles of 5. My starting time is 3:36 p.m. and my elapsed time is 47 minutes. So to mark my start time, I have to mark it on the 36. If this here's 35 and this here's 40, 36 is going to fall between that. So I'm going to make the 5 minutes between 35 and 40. So 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. I'm going to mark my start right on the 36. And once again, I'm going to put that time down there, 3:36. And I add on my elapsed time minutes, 47 minutes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 minutes, which means now I have, minus those 4, which means I now have 43 more minutes to go. So I'm going to count by fives for the next 40 minutes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and I still have 3 more minutes to go. 41, 42, and 43. 43. So there is my end time. Now I go back and I start at my start time and I count by minutes till I hit the 8, and then I count by fives till I hit the 4, and then I count by ones again to get to my end time. So 3:36, 3:37, 3:38, 3:39, 3:40. 3:45, 3:50, 3:55, 4 o'clock, 4:05, 4:10, 4:15, 4:20, 4:21, 4:22, and 4:23. That is my end time, 4:23 p.m.